1968 was a year on fire. Vietnam, civil rights protests, political assassinations. The world was chaotic, loud, and analog. At that time, computers weren't personal. They were room-sized monoliths, beasts that chewed on punch cards and spit out paper hours later. They were tools for the military and big corporations, cold, distant, and disconnected. The idea of a human interacting with a machine in real time, that was science fiction. It was considered ludicrous. But on a rainy December afternoon in San Francisco, one man walked onto a stage at the Civic Auditorium and decided to show us the future. He didn't just invent a gadget, he invented the modern world. Douglas Engelbart wasn't your typical engineer. While working as a radar technician in World War II, he had an epiphany. He realized that the complexity of the world was growing faster than our ability to solve it. He didn't want to build a better calculator. He wanted to augment human intellect. While others saw computers as data processors, Engelbart saw them as partners. He envisioned a workspace where minds could connect, share, and solve problems at the speed of thought. He established the Augmentation Research Center at SRY International. But to the rest of the industry, Engelbart was a dreamer, a crank, until he decided to prove them wrong. What Engelbart planned for December 9th was technically impossible. He needed to connect a terminal on stage in San Francisco to the SDS 940 computer located 30 miles away in Menlo Park. The internet didn't exist, so his team, led by the brilliant engineer Bill English, had to hack the telephone network using 2 homemade modems and a microwave link truck parked on a nearby hill. Backstage, Stuart Brand, who would later create the Whole Earth catalog, was running the cameras. It was a high-wire act, one blown fuse, one static interference, and Engelbart's career would be over. The tension was suffocating. The lights went down. Engelbart sat alone on stage, wearing a headset that made him look like a pilot. On the massive screen behind him, text appeared, crisp, clear, but then his right hand moved. He was holding a small wooden block with a red button and wheels underneath. He called it the XY position indicator for a display system. We know it as the mouse. "I don't know why we call it a mouse," he joked. "It just started that way and we never changed it." With a simple click, he did something no one had ever seen. He selected text, he moved it, he resized windows. The audience sat in stunned silence. This wasn't batch processing, this was conversation. But the mouse was just the beginning. In the next 90 minutes, Engelbart unveiled the building blocks of our digital lives. He showed word processing, copying, pasting, and editing text dynamically. He demonstrated hypertext, clicking a word to jump to a related document, essentially inventing the link structure of the web. He organized information in tree structures and collapsed them, creating the file management systems we use today. Remember, people were still using typewriters. Seeing text rearrange itself instantly on a screen was like watching real magic. The engineers in the audience weren't just impressed, they were having their minds blown. Then came the finale, the coup de grace. The screen split. A face appeared. It was Bill Paxton, a member of the team back at SRI Live Video Conferencing in 1968. But they didn't just talk. They worked on the same document at the same time. 2 cursors, 2 people, miles apart, building ideas together. This was Google Docs. Zoom and Slack demonstrated half a century before they became household names. When the demo ended, the applause didn't stop. The audience gave Engelbart a standing ovation. They knew they had just witnessed the mother of all demos. So, why isn't Douglas Engelbart as famous as Steve Jobs or Bill Gates? Tragically, SRI lost funding in the 70s. Engelbart's team fractured. Many of his best engineers left to join a new lab called Xerox PARC. There, they refined the mouse and the windowed interface. And in 1979, a young Steve Jobs toured Xerox PARC. He saw the potential that Xerox executives missed. Apple launched the Macintosh, then Microsoft launched Windows. They built empires on the foundation Engelbart laid that December afternoon. Engelbart faded into relative obscurity, watching the world become exactly what he predicted, yet receiving little of the fortune. Today, you are watching this video on a device that owes its existence to Douglas Engelbart. The mouse you click, the windows you open, the way we collaborate across the globe. It all started in 1968. Engelbart's goal wasn't just convenience. It was to make us smarter, to solve humanity's biggest problems. The question is, are we using these tools to augment our intellect or just to distract ourselves? If you want to explore more forgotten history that shaped our world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell. You don't want to miss what's coming next.